Mindfulness is slowly making its way into the mainstream, and startups, of course, are trying to build businesses around it. Last month, Simple Habit raised $2.5 million for its mindfulness app. The app is designed to help people relieve stress and build healthier lives through guided meditations. But Simple Habit is not the only startup focused on achieving mindfulness through meditation. Headspace, widely considered to be the leader in the meditation vertical, has raised over $30 million in funding, and mindfulness startup Calm has raised a little over $1 million. In the US, 8% or 18 million adults meditate. That number is not insignificant, but it does suggest that meditation hasn't hit the mainstream just yet. Today, Simple Habit CEO Yunha Kim is here to chat about the business of meditation.
Simple Habit is a Y Combinator-backed startup focused on mindfulness and meditation. To fuel its mission to help people relieve stress and lead healthier lives, the company raised $2.5 million in May from investors, including New Enterprise Associates and Foundation Capital. Founded by Yunha Kim, Simple Habit offers over 1,000 guided meditation sessions via its mobile app.
Why are startups like yours forming businesses around mindfulness and meditation?
There has been a lot of interest in stress relief techniques, especially as people are getting more and more stressed with technology and being like in sync at all times. Right. So in the past couple years, for mindfulness and meditation industry, there has been an explosion of scientific research on the benefits of meditation. So that has cause more people to be interested in meditation. So I think if you look at the Google search keyword trend for mindfulness, it has gone up a lot. So as a result, there has been more demand for meditation content. And especially we've seen that a lot of people are willing to invest in their personal wellness. So companies like us would have subscription models so that we can pay our teachers and share the revenue with them.
So how do you get people to pay for something that, in theory, they could do on their own? Like, I could just sit here and just do that.
Yeah.
Not well, probably not well, but like I could do it on my own. So like, how do you? What's the value proposition to people to subscribe for Simple Habit or apps like Headspace or Calm?
Yeah. There definitely there are a lot of people that are meditating on their own, but there are also a lot of people that don't know where to even begin. And there are people like me, I've meditated for a few years now, but still want to use guided meditation because I love learning new techniques every single time. So if you do just meditation on your own, maybe you have like a couple techniques that you go through, whereas some of the guided meditations, especially if they're designed for different situations or mood, they would give you different prompts. So for instance, if I meditate so on Simple Habit, we have a coffee meditation. For that, it would ask you to look at the color of coffee, kind of have gratitude around how coffee is always like there to help you out, like all kinds of different scenarios.
So it's not like while you're drinking coffee? Or
it
like,
is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, and it will ask you to like take a sip and like feel it inside your mouth. And it's really grounding experience.
It's funny because when I think of coffee, I don't think of like
meditation,
being zen and like, you know, not all like amped up and fired up. But that's interesting. I'll have to try that one.
Yeah, and we also have meditation for eating. That's really interesting because it should ask you to like look at the color, think about the sunshine that was needed to like grow this crop. So yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, I can see how that could definitely help one to be very present with whatever it is that they're doing. Because I mean, that's what it's kind of all about, right? Is just being in the moment and experiencing like what it is that's right in front of you.
Right.
So what are your conversations with VCs like? Like, what do they see as, why are they interested in this?
A lot of our investors are people that have personally been had a lot of interest in this space. So maybe that they have been transformed through mindfulness practice. So they kind of like believe the power of meditation. Some of them are just looking at straight up like numbers and business model. for us, like we are a subscription business model. So we have free users, but if they want unlimited access to all of our premium content, then they can pay. And so there's a revenue generation piece that they look at. And it's looking pretty strong for a lot of companies like us. So I think that's like another piece that they look at.
Yeah, so I really like the idea of, the coffee meditation and, like looking at the colors and whatnot. Like, what are some other examples of more like in the moment meditations?
Yeah, so our meditations are all like designed for situations and moods. So you can also search for like whatever you're doing. Most likely we'll have a meditation for you. Mm-hmm. But notably, there's a meditation for mindful sex.
And is that like during sex? Like you like have it on like while you're having sex?
I believe we have a few around that topic. One is before sex.
Okay.
The other one I think is after. So that's, yeah. And then...
what is it? Sorry. I'm intrigued. What is it? What does it tell you before sex?
Yeah. I think I can't really remember, but it asks you to like look into your partner's eyes. Like feel the present, like the moment, like it gives you some prompts to do.
Yeah.
That is more activity based.
Okay.
Other meditations are like there's one for Uber rides. So if you're commuting and you're in the back of your car, it would ask you. I think the meditation is called like meditation in a car or commuting, and it will ask you to feel the vibrations of the car.
And it's like, feel your driver like swerving to avoid this pedestrian. And
then see like, is your weight more on the right side or on the left side? And look at the colors you see outside the window. And yeah, it's pretty cool because like I realized that there are a ton of things as I'm walking on the street or in the car that I really don't notice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Okay, back to the one about sex, though. So after... So then the one for the meditation after sex, can you give me an example of like what that meditation might say or tell you to do?
Yeah, to be honest, I haven't tried the after sex one.
We don't have to get into... We can leave it at that. All right. Okay, well, I'll do some research.
You can try it. And there's a meditation for couples, which also asks you to put like back to back, like put your partner's back on your back, like this. And then you breathe in and you can feel the partner's breath. And it's kind of like interesting that you like don't normally do on a daily basis.
Nice. And what's your prediction for the meditation and mindfulness space over the next, let's say, 12 months?
Yeah. So there's like a longer term thing that vision as well as like short term.
Yeah.
So if you think about like where so 1950s, like when I wasn't around then, but I've heard that people weren't running as like a lifestyle. It was unless they were under some kind of attack. But companies or brands like Nike made it into like a cool lifestyle. And if you think about the trend of where people are spending more time on, like they were focused on like eating, for instance, like meeting their primary needs.
Right.
But now they're like looking into like health, like how do I look better? More and more people are interested in their like mental wellness. So I think this mindfulness and meditation practice is becoming more popular. And a lot of people say that this space is like where yoga was probably about 10 years ago. Because I think 10 or 15 years ago, like if we talk about yoga, probably a lot of people don't know what that is. And what kind of yoga are they? Like where is that from?
Right.
It's obscure. But it kind of grew really fast from there.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're envisioning it becoming more mainstream and...
Yeah, so our vision is that we would help like everyone in the world to be able to meditate on a daily basis, wherever they are.
Okay, awesome. Well, thanks for coming in, and I'll, definitely try to pick up my meditation.
Sounds good.
Thanks.